So we are at the part here where we're going to turn the heel, and we got here socks that have been knitted from the toe up, and then here we are at the heel, and this is the heel part. It was on just one needle, and then you have to transfer these 30 stitches onto 3 different double point needle. So you have 10, 10 and 10. So divide those 30 stitches onto these 3 needles, and each one should have 10 stitches. And then this is the wrong side, so this is the right side. Turn it over. So you have needle 1 at the edge, and then 2 on the center, which is a working needle. The pattern refers to this as a working needle, which we will focus on this one, and then needle number 3 on the other end. So now we're just gonna working back and forth on this section of the toe. This section of the heel. We're doing heel turn. So with the right side, we're gonna start out with row 1 right side. Gonna knit until 1 stitch remain on the working needle. So that means we're gonna knit needle 1 and needle 2 until there's 1 stitch left. So let's do that. I'm doing American style, so it's kind of slow, not continental. Normally when I knit sock, I do continental. It's faster. So 10 stitches off the first needle. Move on to the second needle, our working needle. Work 9 stitches on this needle. Okay. Now we come to the last stitch. So now we're gonna do the K2 together. This stitch and the first stitch of the third needle. So we're gonna go pick up 1 stitch from this. Take 1 stitch of the third needle and put onto the second needle, and then K2 together. Okay, so we got this one done. Next one, we're gonna move to row 2. On row 2, on the purl, we're gonna turn. Turn work right at the end of needle 2. Purl until 1 stitch remain on the working needle. So we work back this way. Try to get this needle out of the way. It's not easy working with double point needles, right? So we're gonna purl. This is the second needle. Purl all except the last one. Purl the second needle. Until 1 stitch remained. And we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna pick up the stitch from this first needle, onto the second needle, and then we're gonna purl them together. Okay, so this one is done. So we're gonna move on. Let's make sure that we don't miss anything. So we got that, and we're gonna continue working the same way. Turn again. Just keep doing this one stitch at a time on each side until all the 30 stitches have been worked off the needle. I mean, it's not really 30, just the side stitches. So let's try the next row, the right side again. Knit, knit, knit. Okay. I can use this needle to pick up the stitch from here. And then I'll knit them together. Got that right side done. Now we're gonna turn and do the same thing with the wrong side. Purl to the last stitch. Keep doing this back and forth until all of the stitches on needle 1 and needle 3 have been worked. Okay? So I'll come back and see you, and we take a look how the heel look when I'm done with all stitches. I just want to add something that I found it helpful, and it's a little bit more easier to handle the needle. When you knit to the end of the second needle and you have 1 stitch left to work with, you can also like slip this onto the needle like that, and then put it right onto the third needle, so you don't have to work with extra needle, and then you just knit these 2 stitches together like that, and that is much easier to handle it. The same thing with on the purl side. So you purl, keep purling until last stitch. I have a hard time saying stitch. You know, with Thai language we don't have a lot of STTH word and all that stuff. Plus you don't add S to the word, so sometimes I call like multiple stitch instead of stitches. So anyway, sorry about that. So we work until we have 1 stitch left on the needle, and then we slip the last one and we put it onto the next needle, and then put 2 together there, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and finish my work and come back to see how the heel look like. So here I have my done. I finished the heel turn. Let's take a look. This is the back. That's where you work, decrease and turn it into a flat heel, and this is where you K2 together at the side, and this is how it look. When you finish decreasing, you're gonna have these 10 stitches left on the second needle, and then you just work the rest up to the angle and to the top of the sock. All right, I hope this video is helpful. Thank you for writing me a question and asking me this question. It's hard to explain in word, and when I find time, I'll do this. I make video for knitters with question, and this is one of it. And thank you for visiting. Say hi to me at the website or at the comment. I'll see you later. Bye bye.